Good evening, high school basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Northview Wildcat basketball. Today's season opening matchup between the Division IV Tigers of Muskegon Heights Academy and the Division I back-to-back OK White champions of the OK White, the Wildcats of Northview. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Diebold, and I welcome you to the pregame show. Glad you could join us tonight for this season opener. I'd like to bring in my guest analyst tonight, former player of mine, and a gracious sponsor of these Northview broadcasts, former point guard here at Northview in the early 90s, Kyle Zimdar. Kyle, welcome to the broadcast. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. It's always a great time of year to have basketball going. I appreciate you having me back, and looking forward to another great season for the Wildcats.
So we are starting early, as you might notice, 6:38 coming in on air. We were going to be coming in on air at 6:55, but there was no freshman game today. There was supposed to be, but they didn't show. And so the JV game was kind of a blowout. Northview wins at 71-25, so there was a running clock going on. And so we are going to be starting this. What was supposed to be 7:15 is going to be more like 7 o'clock. So we had to get on air to make sure that we get all our pregame activities in. So we'll be back here, take a look at the scouting reports, also have a Coach Chana interview, much more on the Frames Unlimited pregame show. Frames Unlimited with many locations, the nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. Jarash Heating and Cooling. Call them at 616-647-0084 for all your heating and cooling needs. They are located just off West River Drive in Comstock Park. Ryan and Dave Jarash have owned this local company for over 40 years. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs.
Hey man, who's that cat coming down? I don't know, but it sounds to me like that wicked man with the bone.
Let's take a look at the Muskegon Heights Academy, the Tigers. Orange and black colors. The Cats look to make some school history again this year as they look to three-peat with 3 straight OK White League championships, which has never been done before in the storied history of Northview basketball. Cats are loaded with talent again with 2 Division I players in the Ryans brothers, senior and 4-year player for the Cats, E.J. Ryans. He committed to Western Michigan University, and his younger brother Cam, only a sophomore. He was the leading scorer, and he's back from last year's team at 12 points per game, and he was also, as a freshman, the leading rebounder on the team. Being recruited by Division I Marquette right now and a bunch of MAC schools, as well as another 2-year starter for Northview this year, junior Brady Swartz. He's getting some Division I looks at some MAC schools. He's the younger brother of Parker, who has moved on to play Division II ball at Ohio Dominican. Sprinkling in some young talent that'll be showcased this year, and the Wildcats should have an exciting season again in the OK White, where Grand Rapids Christian, Byron Center, probably going to be state-rated teams all year long. Forest Hills Central will be tough, and then you have Forest Hills Northern and Greenville much improved. Lowell, East Grand Rapids could surprise people, as Northview found out last year, if you're not on your A game. So game in and game out in the white will be another battle this year. Add in showcase games against the state's best teams, Catholic Central, Detroit area schools, playing in college arenas, playing at Kelvin and Aquinas, some tough Detroit area road games. It'll be a daunting task for the experienced team mixed in with some inexperienced talent that will probably take some time to mesh together as they build a formidable Northview Wildcat team. Going to be another exciting season, Kyle. So have you had any experience playing against either Muskegon Heights or Muskegon in your playing days?
No, neither of those. of those schools. We played against some city schools. We played against Ottawa Hills and Union back in the mid-'90s, early mid-'90s, and those were some good athletic teams that caused a lot of problems for sure.
So when we come back to the Frames Unlimited pregame show, we'll take a look at these two teams, get ready for the season opener right after some messages from our gracious sponsors. LVC Financial. Call former Northview grad Ryan Vanderswart and his team at LVZ Financial at 616-394-4994 for all your financial planning needs. LVZ has a hometown atmosphere with the horsepower of a larger firm. Call Ryan for his 25 years of experience or his team today for all your financial planning needs at 616-394-4994. And thank you for your support of Northview Athletics. Well, let's take a look at the Muskegon Heights Tigers under head coach Delcus Stewart, a longtime coach at the Heights, is also the AD. They're Division IV in hoops, only 156 students. They're in the Independent League. Last year they were 5-10. They lost to Fruitport Calvary Christian in a district final. And Tuesday they just lost to Benton Harbor, lopsided game 90-21. And that game was at Benton Harbor this past Tuesday. 2 years ago the Heights had a winning record, but it's not the Muskegon Heights of old, a Class B powerhouse back in the day. They have 6 MHSAA state titles, 3 in the 1950s and 3 in the 1970s. The latest back-to-back titles in 1978 and 1979 when I played here at Northview. Lee Gilbert was the successful head coach of the Tigers in the late 70s. Brothers Ed and MC Burton, some of the best basketball players to come out of Muskegon. I don't know a lot about the Tigers squad this year. We'll hear from Coach Chan in an interview in just a little bit. But I mentioned they just played Benton Harbor, got wiped out as that was not a contest. New rule change this year, no more bonus free throws. 5th foul in each quarter, you'll be shooting 2 free throws. So there may be some fewer comebacks later on in games because of that rule. We'll see how things play out. But when we come back, we'll take a look at this year's Northview team coming off back-to-back league titles, looking for a three-peat, which has never happened in school history here by one coach. It has happened 84 through 86. That was 2 different coaches, Dwight Anderson and Jim Ogilvie. Ogilvie did it in 84, 85, Anderson in 86. Only one time in school history has Northview won 3 championships in a row, and that was 1 OK Red championship and 2 OK White championships in that three-peat back in the 80s. So we'll be back. Tigers versus the Cats. It's coming up. Team IT. Call owners Brady or Sam at 616-591-3139 for all your computing needs. They specialize in business IT, consulting and security, as well as managed IT solutions. Team IT. Northview Scout, they're led by head coach David Chano, already in his 5th season. It doesn't seem possible. 65-22, 747 winning percentage. That's second all time here at Northview. His assistant coaches Jeff Anima, Derek Brooks. JV coach is Tim Felix. Last year Northview was 19-5. They were 7th rated in the state in Division I. They won the league at 12-2. They won it by 2 games over Grand Rapids Christian, but they ended up losing in a district final at Rockford, a game that you and I did. And it a controversial call, maybe about 3-minute mark of that game. Northview looked like they were going to get a layup and go up 7. Offensive charge was called, going back the other way, 3-point lead, and they came down and hit a 3. And it went from possibly being up 7 or 8 to tie ball game in just a matter of seconds. And down the stretch, Rockford ended up winning that ball game. But this is this year. The Cats are led by point guard E.J. Ryans. Last year averaged about 10 points per game. A 4-year starter for the Wildcats, averages about 10 points per game for a career. and Division I MAC Western Michigan commit. And then his brother, a sophomore freshman, Cam Ryans, averaged 12 points per game last year, leading rebounder on the team last year. One of the better sophomores, not only in the conference, but in the state. Very versatile player, can play inside and out. And then 6'3" junior forward Brady Swartz, 6 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. Shoots free throws very well, 78%. He's got a lot of Division II schools as well as some MAC schools looking at him. Again, only a junior. And then we'll see who plays here. It might be Jack Van Pruin, a sophomore, 6'3", tough athletic kid, played tight end on the football team. He may be starting. It could be freshman forward Izzy Hatibu might be starting as well. Very athletic. I hear people talk like he's like a Tyron Thomas type player, defends very well, and very good athleticism. And some other freshmen coming out. Zahari Barnes, freshman Anthony Willis will come in at point guards that time. So other than those 3 players, don't really know a lot about this Northview squad. We'll learn a lot about them tonight as this is their first game. And again, Northview coming off at 19-5, league champs back-to-back. Lost to Rockford in that district final. And earlier this week, I had a talk with head coach David Chano over the phone. Got his thoughts on this ball game here tonight. I'm here with head coach David Chano of the Northview Wildcats. Coach, always an exciting time of the year. Your first game of the season. You get it at home, which always is nice. What are you hoping to see out of your squad on this game Friday against Muskegon Heights?
I guess first, yes, we're very excited. Feels like it's been forever since we got a chance to play. As far as what we're looking for is we really got to get our defense buttoned down and make sure that we're doing the right things. A lot of new faces, which sometimes takes a little time to understand communication and how those things should work. So really what we want to do is make sure, we get some good stretches with our defense and, we can continue to grow in that aspect.
You just answered my next question. I was going to talk about your defense. The last 2 years, each year you've set a school record for holding the score down in the high 40s, which is incredible. Always have a chance to win the game when the other team's only scoring in the 40s a lot. But you just answered my question about that. So let's talk about some thoughts maybe offensively and who might be some. We know your 3. The Ryans brothers and Brady Swartz, we know about them, but there are a lot of new young talent on your team. Offensively, who do you think might be able to step up for you a little bit there?
Right now we've got Jack Van Porian and Izzy Tibu, starting at the 4 and 5 spot for us. Both are younger guys, but both are gifted. Jack is very skilled. He can score around the rim. He can shoot the 3. He can do a bunch of different things. I think for him, this year, his curve is going to be just understanding where and when his opportunities will be. As far as Izzy, Izzy has Tyron Thomas like athleticism as a freshman, and I think he's going to stick out. He'll have a dunk here, a dunk there that I think will really light the world on fire. For him, his next growth aspect would be just understanding that, hey, you're gifted enough to do that all the time. So try it more. And outside of that, we have another incoming freshman, Anthony Willis, who is very crafty with the basketball. He's still very green, trying to learn, the pace of varsity basketball, especially with the competition that we play. But he's super shifty, super crafty, shoots the blood off the basketball and can score at the rim. Our last scrimmage before Thanksgiving, I think he finished with 18 points against Detroit U Prep. We had a 7'1" kid and a couple D2 guards on their team. So, we've seen flashes out of him we're really excited about. All 3 of those, though, if they guard, then they can stay on the floor. So step 1, they better guard somebody.
All right, your thoughts on the new rule? No more 1-and-1 shooting free throws. The 5th team foul in each quarter. It's 2 shots. So your thoughts on that new rule?
So it's interesting you asked that because that's been some of my homework over the past a couple months, is trying to figure out how that's going to affect the basketball game. And I've done everything from ask math teachers to other basketball coaches. And I think I like it. I guess I don't really know just quite yet. The way the math kind of adds up, it looks like there'll be probably less free throw shooting throughout a game, especially in the fourth quarter, so on and so forth. So I think it could keep the pace up and down the floor, which is exciting. Less dead balls, so on and so forth, which can help us. But yeah, I don't have a great answer yet. I think that there's going to be issues and problems that arise that we just don't foresee, or questions to ask that we don't even know to ask yet with it. But as it sits now, before we play game one and not having to really experience it in an actual season game, I like it. So now ask me tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. I might think different about it. But as it sits now, I think it'll work out well for Northview.
All right, yeah, I personally think, trying to change is maybe the late game situations where, if you had a 7-8 point lead and 3 minutes left and the other team's, in the bone is shooting 1-and-1s, you go ahead and foul them and make, hopefully they miss that first front end of the 1-and-1 a few times and you can get that comebacks. So I think a lot of teams now, when you have that 8-9 point lead, it's going to be difficult to come back on them unless you're just knocking down some threes. But it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. And, good luck on your season, and good luck against Muskegon Heights, Coach.
Thanks a ton, Coach. I appreciate it.
And that was head coach David Channa of the Northview Wildcats. And if you are just joining us on the broadcast, this game, we were supposed to come on air about 6:55. Game was supposed to start at 7:15, but there was no freshman game, which there was supposed to be. And then the JV game was kind of lopsided, so we had the running clock. You get up 40 points, and there's a running clock. And so right now we're about 6 minutes away from tipping things off here at Northview. So if you're just joining us, we had little early pregame show there, and that was just head coach. At halftime, we're going to have another preseason interview that I did with Coach Channa. We'll play that at halftime for you as we tally up the first half scores. So get some more information about this season. If you missed it, our preseason show that I did last night, if you missed that, then that was the interview that we did yesterday, and we'll play that at halftime. Coming up here at the start of this game, we'll have live for you. I was told, I don't see her around, I was told Lucy Dameth is going to be singing the national anthem. Usually does it a cappella and does it real well. And we'll have that live for you. Sometimes we break away with the national anthem, get some commercials in. But when we have a live performance or a pep band kind of thing, we try to get that live for you. And so that will be coming up. We'll be right back with the Frames Unlimited pregame show. Kyle Zimdar, president of Frames Unlimited, standing right next to me here. He's going to be my color analyst for this ball game tonight. So we'll be right back. For all your home improvement services, check out Northview grads Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate. Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. And we are back here at Northview High School as we're about ready to get things tipped off. 3:33 on the clock here in warm-ups. And then we will have the national anthem and the starting lineups for you live here as we usually do to give you kind of the sights and the sounds of what's going on here in the gym. Have a good crowd here across the way. The Northview student section looked like the theme is a gray out. A lot of gray sweats over there. Student section has it packed. And where the parents sit and the home team sits, it is nearly totally full for this opening game. Behind us, Muskegon Heights. They brought a pretty good crew along themselves. So first game opener, we got a good crowd here, Kyle.
Yeah, it looks great. You know, when you have a successful program and you're winning, you're going to get people coming out to support you. So a real great crowd to start the year for Northview.
So remember back to your playing days. I know it's a while ago, but I remember too that first ball game of the season. I mean, you don't sleep the night before. You got jitters all day during school, and then you finally get to play. Your thoughts on the opening nights?
Yeah, it's like you said, you have those nerves. You got that anxious energy. You're ready to go. You've been, practicing, through the summer even and into the fall, and then tryouts and all that stuff. It seems like there's a long build to that first game, and when it gets here, it's exciting. It's nervous, and you're just ready to go. You want that ball to. You don't even want to go through warm-ups. You just want to jump that ball up and get going.
Absolutely. Well, the Wildcats should have a pretty good team this year. A different kind of team. They have 3 very experienced, really good all-conference players. They're moving on to the next level. All 3 of them will play at the next level. And then mixed in with some very young, like freshmen young, sophomores, going to be playing minutes. And to get that group to mesh, it takes some time.
It definitely does. I think both you and Coach Chana talked about it in your pregame show yesterday and today when we were talking with him, and it's going to be interesting to see who steps up, in Ty Thomas's place and who does some of the dirty work like Zerna did last year with defense and rebounding, and people are going to have to find their roles, and I'm sure Coach Channel will get them going early.
So we'll see if the Cats can three-peat. Only happened one other time in school history where Northview's won 3 league titles in a row. They got 9 league titles all together in school history. Got 15 district titles, 3 regionals, and 2 Final Four appearances. And we are about ready to get things going right here. And I don't see Lucy, so we'll turn things over to the public address announcer, Nick Smith.
And your Northview Wildcats. Northview High School expects outstanding sportsmanship from our student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Please do your part to create a positive environment for tonight's contest. Before the playing of our national anthem, we would ask everyone to please stand. In the past couple of weeks, our Northview school community has endured a number of unexpected deaths, ranging from former staff members to recent graduates and a current student. We certainly realize that there are likely other losses that have occurred recently, as well as that we are unaware of, but please know that our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who has recently been impacted by the death of a member of our Wildcat family. At this time, could we please take a moment of silence to honor the memory of former Northview administrator and basketball coach Ken Clemens, recent graduates Randall Bryant, Michaela Barton, and Nevaeh Downs, as well as current student Cam DeVries. Our sincerest condolences go out to their families, friends, and loved ones. Thank you. Now at this time, please continue standing and welcome senior Lucy Damon as she sings our national anthem.
At the twilight's last gleam.
And that was Lucy Damuth, student here at Northview. Been doing this for a few years, singing the national anthem, and does such a great job at doing that. Now the starting lineups.
Junior number 0, Cartier Vance. Junior number 1, Jamari Taylor. Senior number 3, Bernard Gordon. Junior number 5, Robert Wallace. Junior number 21, Marcus Bradford. Head coach of the last school, assisted by Ben Matthews and Jason Blackstone. All right, hands, get on your feet. It's time to meet and greet your 2023-2024 Northview Boys Basketball starting lineup. He's a freshman, number 12, Izzy Hatibu. Sophomore, number 0, Cam Ryan. Sophomore, number 2, Jack Van Bryan. Junior, number 3, Brady Swartz. And senior, number 5, E.J. Head coach of the Wildcats, David Chan, assisted by Jeff Cameron, Aaron Wood, Steve Manson, Brandon Butler, and William.
All right, starting for the Wildcats, Cam Ryans, Jack Van Proyen, Brady Swartz, E.J. Ryans, and Izzy Hatibu. And jumping center is Izzy Hatibu. I'll probably call him Izzy a lot more than Hatibu. He just likes to be called Izzy. And then if you missed it for Muskegon Heights, it's Cartier Vance starting, Jamarian Taylor, Leonard Gordon, Robert Wallace, and Marcus Bradford starting for the Tigers of Muskegon Heights. Starting with a technical foul. Usually somebody did something wrong in the scorebook, and I bet it has to do with 21 because he was a different 32 in ours. So E.J. Ryan's going to start the season off shooting a couple free throws. Not a bad way to start the year. Get to the free throw stripe.
No work other than making a free throw. It's unfortunate for Muskegon Heights, but a good start for Northview.
I called that at the beginning because I saw what the lineups were, and I said, I think we're going to be starting out with a technical foul here because they did it the last game they played against Benton Harbor where Muskegon Heights got beat by 71 points on Tuesday night to a very good Benton Harbor team. Now the officials are still over this way, but getting things straightened out. We'll be ready to go here in a minute. It'll be Northview's ball. They won't be jumping it up because of the technical foul. 2-0 Northview on the 2 technical foul shots by E.J. Ryan. Starts out 100% from the free throw line and 70% free throw shooter last year. And Ryan gets it over to Van Proen. Swartz right wing going against a 1-2-2 zone. Black uniforms for Muskegon Heights as the Cats turn it over. Cam trying to get it inside. Miscommunication there, turned over, and Heights will have the basketball for their first possession.
Yeah, you know, Northview struggled at times against the zone last year, so we'll see how they react this time.
Shot is up and in. Cartier Vance. Kadir Vance with the first 2 points for Muskegon. Shot is blocked in the corner. Brady Swartz was shooting a three. Coming out to block the shot was Bradford. Got a piece of him, though. And we're going to go shooting 3 free throws. So Brady Swartz looks like he'll be going to the free throw line to shoot the trifecta. 3 free throws as he was fouled in the act of shooting from behind the arc, but a no-no. Brady misses the first free throw. A good free throw shooter from last year. Shot about 75% from the free throw line. Was the leading free throw shooter for the Cats last year. Misses his first one on the season. Misses the second one. Little nerves starting. We're all tied up 2-2. Cats got 2 free throws by E.J. Ryans, and then they came down and Heights did and scored, and there goes a free throw in by Brady Swartz. Cats lead it 3-2. Gonna go man defense, which they do 95% of the time. Left side breaks down the defense is Gordon. Kicks the ball back out to Bradford. Bradford from the left wing. He's going to get turned over. E.J. Ryans with the steal. E.J. in the open court is going to back it out. Heights, no, it goes right back in. Try to feed it to his brother Cam in traffic. Turnover. And away comes the Tigers going the other way. Kind of a wild shot by Vance. No good. Northview's got a breakaway. Here comes Cam. Cam just got it over. I don't know if we're going to call that one a dunk. Tried to dunk it, squeaked it over the rim, but it counts for 2.
He was sizing it up, but didn't get quite as high as he wanted to, but it did go down.
Cam with the breakaway, got it to go down. Cam with the steal now. Turnover by Heights. Cam in the open court, got a 4-on-2. Cam's going to take it all the way and finish. Cam Ryans with a quick 4 points, and the Cats lead it 7-2. Timeout, Muskegon Heights. Delricus Stewart doesn't want this thing to get away like it did on Tuesday night as Benton Harbor jumped on Muskegon Heights quickly. And so Coach Stewart did not want this one to get out of hand with the 5-point lead for Northview.
Yeah, a couple turnovers early for Muskegon Heights here. And Cam, a great driving now and really used his body to keep his defender on the weak side of him and went up strong to finish.
7-2, 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in this first quarter. Good start for the Wildcats. 3 different people have scored now for Northview. A free throw by Brady Swartz, 2 free throw by E.J. Ryans and Cam Ryans with 2 field goals. The trifectas, we'll call those 3, played a lot of minutes for Northview, especially E.J. Ryans. So that's the experience with Van Proen as well as Izzy still out there, the starting lineups for Northview. Sophomore and a freshman. Turned over by Muskegon Heights. Ball's on the floor, almost turned over. Going to get a jump ball as there's a scrum on the floor. It's going to stay the Tigers' way. They have the possession arrow.
As you mentioned, in the pregame, Northview and Shanna have a great defense. They really get after you. They're man-to-man. They're trying to deny stuff away, and if you're not careful with the ball, you're going to turn it over a lot.
Running the show, Kadir Vance for the Tigers. Gets the ball over to Wallace. Wallace in between the circles, gets it back to Vance. Vance, a junior point guard for the Tigers, running the show. High pick and roll. He splits the 2, and we're going to get a foul. I believe it's going to be on E.J. Ryans. E.J.'s first foul. The team's first. 2 fouls on Muskegon Heights. They sideline out of bounds right in front of the Northview bench. Vance has it, the point guard. Gets it back over to Gordon. Dribble drive, shot is up by Wallace. We're going to get it waved off. Stepping in, Cam Ryans is going to take the charge, and Robert Wallace driving to the bucket. Cam steps in, takes the charge. Always a big play, Kyle.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see who it was. Somebody got a little aggressive trying to go for the steal, but Cam got over on the help side and stepped right in front of the drive, got in position.
Yeah, Robert Wallace drove the right wing, went hard to the basket. Cam does what he does. He'll step in and take a charge. 7-2 Wildcats, 5:20 left in the first quarter if you're just joining us. Gave 3-ball not on the way. Brady could have taken it. Gets it inside to Cam. Cam's going to score it. Cam Ryans good finish with his left hand off the glass.
That's the kind of stuff he was doing all last year, especially late in the season, just being strong with going up for that ball.
Turnover, jump by the Wildcats. Cam comes away with it, feeds to his brother EJ. EJ goes up, gets hammered. As fouling was Kadir Vance for Muskegon Heights. And going to the free throw line will be EJ Ryans.
Yeah, one way to beat a zone is to create turnovers and get up and down the floor so they can get set up in it. And Northview's doing that early here.
Cats kind of came out. They'll jump you at times, just crossed half court in their man defense, and they did a jump, and they double teamed and got the turnover. EJ Ryan's perfect so far on the year. He's got 3 free throws in this ball game as he hits the first one. 8-point lead by the Cats, 10-2, 4:55 left in the first quarter in front of a packed house here at opening night. Wildcat Arena, the Wildcat Den, as we got a miss that time by EJ. And the ball is knocked out of bounds, so the Tigers will have it. Against some token pressure, EJ Ryan's going to extend the floor. 3-quarter token pressure. Man-to-man defense as they switch. Wildcats do. They're all about the same size, so they switch on any pick. Stops and pops for Kadir Vance. Knocks it down. Their point guard's a good ball player. He knocks it down. Cuts the lead to 10-5. 1-3-1, 1-2-2 zone by the Tigers. Brady Swartz drove baseline, got his shot blocked, but there's Van Proen right there to clean it up and get the putback. Cats lead at 12-5. Gets the man D, dribble drive, gonna call a jump ball. Good defense over there by Habitu.
Yeah, great defense. Get your hand in there on that ball. And I like what Schwartz did on that last one. He pump faked the 3, took it to the rack, even though he got blocked. It's a good aggressive play.
Izzy Habitu has been kind of referred to as the Tyron Thomas type athleticism player, only a freshman, but he came over, stood his ground, got the block, and Northview will have it. Going against the zone, 3-ball on the way by Brady Swartz, in and out from the right baseline. Vance with the rebound for the Tigers. He's with the push. He is extremely quick. He drives all the way to the basket, going to get called for a foul. That might be on EJ Ryans. If it is, it'll be a second. No, that's going to be.
That's on Izzy, I think.
Izzy Habitu with the foul. His first.
And a great coast-to-coast drive there by Vance. Just took it right to the rack. Good fast dribble. Got fouled.
The team's second foul. Free throw is up and in by Kadir Vance. He's got 6 points. He's got all the points for Muskegon Heights. Knocks down another. Vance, the junior, has all the points, all 7 for the Heights. 12-7. Lob, Brady Swartz. Cam Ryans to Brady Swartz, who broke down the baseline. High flying slam by Brady Swartz. Cats lead it. Got him doubled up 14-7. 3-ball on the way by Gordon. No good, but the Heights come away with the offensive rebound. They'll set things up. They're getting a 1-2-2 stack. Along the lane. Nice little set play. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound shot up, also no good. Third shot by Vance is no good, and we're going to get an offensive foul by the Heights. That was on Leonard Gordon with his away from the basketball, trying to box out. A little too overzealous with it, gets called for the foul. 4th team foul for Muskegon Heights. In for the Wildcats, freshman Anthony Willis with his first playing time here, the freshman. So freshman coming in for a freshman. Habito will sit. Nice job. First 5 minutes for Habitu. And Anthony Willis, point guard. Littler guy. Say littler, he's not that little, probably 6 feet tall, but compared to everyone else Wildcats line up. Northview's all about 6'3", 6'4" across the board. Brady Swartz maybe the tallest at 6'5". Looked like he grew a little bit over the summer.
And one of the great things they can do about that is they switch on almost every screen, and because they're all the same size, they're all athletic, they can handle that very easily.
So you don't get stuck on mismatches switching. Got the same size people and moving your feet. Also in for Northview, junior Jake Johnson getting his first playing time.
I think they originally called that an offensive foul, a charge, but I think now they're calling it on the rebound, so that it's a shooting foul. And again, here's that new rule: 5 fouls here in the first quarter, and now they're shooting 2.
Good catch there by the point guard. As 5 fouls now, you start shooting 2 free throws. There's no bonus, so Cam Ryans is at the free throw line where he's worked very hard. I think he'll be the first to tell you that he maybe could have shot free throws a little better last year, could have scored a lot more points. And his first one of the season goes down. He has 7 points, and he'll get another. Make it 8, nothing but net, as I expect Cam to be shooting in that mid-70s range this year at the line. Last year he said he was a good free throw shooter, but as a freshman, it got in his head a little bit as the season went on. Here comes the Heights. They're going to almost turn it over. It goes out of bounds underneath. 16-7, Cats lead at 3:04 left in the first quarter. Glad you could join us. Kyle Zimdar, Mike Diebold on the call. Inbounds as it gets turned over. E.J. Ryans with the steal. He's going to go coast to coast. See if they call this goaltending. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it was quite up over the rim. Good block there by the Heights. No goaltend. But we are going to get the foul on Leonard Gordon, his second. So EJ will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, again, in that defensive passing lane, and Muskegon Heights just put it right there for EJ. He took it and went full court.
Which he's so good at in that open court. EJ with his 4th free throw of the ball game. Now 4 of 5 from the line. He'll get another one. And you can make some hay shooting with these rules. You good free throw shooters will love this rule. And another 5 of 6 from the line for E.J. Ryans, and the Cats lead it 18-7, 11-point lead. And Pruitt back into the ball game, replacing Jake Johnson. Got a couple quick minute in there. And Pruitt tight end on the football team as a sophomore. Double team. Oh, we're going to get EJ with the block. EJ didn't think he looked like moved his feet pretty well, but that's going to be the second foul on EJ Ryans.
Yeah, that looked like good defense. Muskegon Heights is kind of running a little horns action, double screen at the top, and when Northview sees that, they're trapping them right off of that, coming off that screen.
Coach just told EJ, you got 2 fouls, so there's the senior. He's letting them in. This game probably shouldn't be real close, so he can take a little bit more chances with it. Cam Ryans gets the rebound from the miss from Vance, who had a layup in traffic. And there's another foul. The Heights going to be in some foul trouble here, and it's going to be a free throw shooting contest for Northview if the Heights don't stop fouling. Cam Ryans back to the free throw line where he's 2 for 2 on the evening. He's got 8 points, leading scorer in the ball game. Cardier Vance for the Heights, leading scorer for them, has all their points with 7. Cam Ryans knocks down the free throw. He's got 9 points, leading scorer in the game. Izzy Habitu back into the ball game. He's going to replace E.J. Ryans now. E.J. with the 2 fouls. Cam looking for double figures here already in this first quarter, and he's got it. Double figures for Cam Ryans, close to what he averaged last year. He averaged 12, he's got 10 already in the first quarter here in the opener.
And Coach Chan is going to put him on the point guard defensively too.
White into the ball game for McKeel White. Gets it over now to Cartier. Vance going to set things up. They're going to double him up top. The Wildcats do. Almost a turnover. Almost carried the basketball. Just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. White with the basketball. Gets his shot blocked by Anthony Willis. The freshman student section like that block.
Stayed in great position all through that drive and went up at the same time and put it into the baseline out of bounds.
Out of bounds underneath their own basket, the Heights. They have 3 people up at the free throw line. No, now they're going to get in a box set. Not exactly sure. They don't know what to do on their out of bounds play. They just get it up top. Vance, the point guard. Good looking junior point guard for the Tigers. Got some ball handling skills. He's going to, as I said, he throws it into the crowd. Cross court pass, turnover. Tigers. Wildcats will have it.
And I think that constant pressure it just wears on you. You know, you want to get rid of it sometimes a little earlier than you want to, and or would like to, and it forces those turnovers.
Swartz, the right baseline, gets it into Van Proen, who throws it away, trying to get it to Cam Ryans. Tried to get it from inside out as Cam was breaking open, but they did not connect, and it's going to take some time. We got some young players playing for the first time with these guys. They've had about 2 weeks of practice. They did play, quite a bit together in the AAU circuit, but this is not AAU. This is the real deal right now, and so it's going to take some time for the Wildcats. Shot looked like it was blocked by Brady Swartz as driving Kadir Vance.
Yeah, he got beat on the drive, but like you said, it's a little tough angle from where we are, but it looked like that was pretty clean. Made up for getting beat by trying to block, but they did call him on the foul.
Yeah, check that. That was Robert Wallace with that nice drive that got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2s. He was in the active shooting. Misses the first free throw. Does Wallace. 7 points by Cartier Vance for the Heights. He's got all 7 of their points. Northview, 4 different players have scored for the Wildcats, led by Cam Ryans with 10. Misses both free throws, does Wallace. Going to get a foul as Van Proen comes down with the rebound. Heights are going to foul him. That was Wallace. The free throw shooter comes in and fouls on the rebound. Go 94 feet the other way. And in games like this, you're going to see a lot of free throws with that rule.
Yeah, absolutely. And, good job. The ball came off the rim a little funny, but Van Rooyen just stayed with it and kept battling and drew the foul.
Van Proen misses the first free throw. I was told by the football staff it was Van Proen. I've heard here it's Van Proen. I will get that squared away and make sure exactly what that is. Young man's going to have a lot of playing time. Van Proen knocks down the free throw. He's got 3 points. 21-7, Cats with a 14-point lead, minute 10 left in the first quarter. Wallace kicks it back out to Vance. Vance being checked by Van Proen. A tough matchup by the tight end on the football team, but he's done a nice job. One of those Northview athletes, just hard-nosed, blue collar. Shot is blocked by Habitu. Thought he got fouled. The Tigers thought he did as Taylor went up, looked like he was going to dunk it. And Habitu said, no, get it out of here. And going the other way where the Wildcats, Brady Swartz went coast to coast. He got fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line.
Yeah, an absolutely great block. He got up there real quick. They kind of thought they were going to switch. They didn't switch and left a guy free down the lane. But he recovered and blocked that shot off the backboard.
Swartz knocks down the free throw. Started out 1 of 3 at the line, knocked that one down. So he's 2 of 4. He's got 4 points. Could just call him Swartz now. His brother Parker playing at Ohio Dominican Division II ball. As Brady knocks down the second free throw, he's got 5 points, tied with E.J. Ryan. So the trifecta here at Northview, their leading scorers. Shot is up and in and good. Buchanan, nice drive into the lane.
And that's a tough shot. Muskegon Heights is not getting anything easy. Even that one was challenged and a difficult shot.
As 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 10. Wildcats have it. 3 ball from the right baseline. No good by Swartz. There's Izzy with the offensive rebound. Going to get a call on Izzy over the back as boxing him out was McKeel White. And I believe that's the 15th foul, so they'll go 94 feet the other way. As that's the 15th foul on Northview, so they'll go the other way. Good example of that new rule. Certainly don't want to foul 94 feet away anyways, but he was going for an offensive rebound. Looked like he had it clean.
Yeah, again, we were far away from that one, but it looked like he just kind of reached over without touching him and hit the ball.
McKeel White to the free throw line. Hits every inch on the rim and gets it to go for his first point of the ball game. Jake Johnson back into the ball game for Habitu. Cats will have 5.2 seconds after this free throw that was missed. And shot is up by Cam Ryans. He got a pretty good look from 3, a deep 3, didn't get it to go. And after the first quarter, Wildcats lead it 23-10. We'll be right back. For all your home improvement services, check out Northview grads Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate. Check out New Beginnings Restaurant, located at 5200 Northland Drive. Dine in or call for takeout at 616-988-9650. Great food at a great price. Open daily 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. New Beginnings Restaurant. And we're back here to start the second quarter. Northview leads at 23-10. I called that Demarion Buchanan with that too. That was actually Kadir Vance. So Vance with 9 points for the Heights. Cam Ryans leads all scorer with 10 for Northview. Brady Swartz with 5, E.J. Ryans with 5, and Jack Van Proen with 3. Starting this second quarter, the Muskegon Heights basketball, arrow pointing their way. Heights down 13 and with the basketball. Running the show, Vance in between the circles. Drive baseline by Taylor is knocked away. Cam steals it, gets it over to brother EJ. EJ kicks over Brady Swartz. In their half-court set, Brady broke the defense down, going to get a hold called on Kadir Vance. And so now it resets the fouls, so we start with 0 fouls, team fouls here in that second quarter. As soon as they get to 5, there'll be no 1-and-1s. It'll be 2-shot fouls. First team foul in this quarter. That's going to take some getting used to. Kind of called, girls basketball in Division II has it just like this. And I'd go from high school ball to that. It takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, I think, from our perspective as well as I'm sure the players and coaches and even the referees too.
Cats inbound it, sideline out, get it back to E.J. Ryans. He'll set things up against this 1-2-2 zone being deployed by Muskegon Heights. Johnson kicks it over the baseline to Cam Ryans. He gets all the way in, kicks it out to Brady Swartz. Right baseline miss again. Van Proen offensive rebound, put back, no good. Cam Ryans with an offensive rebound. His putback is good. Cam Ryans with 12 as Van Proen and Ryans doing a nice job inside on the boards. Getting a couple extra tries. Quickly the other way, Kadir Vance. Awkward right-handed shot off the glass, gets it to go. 25-12 Wildcats.
Yeah, he's been their only offense so far, and Coach Channa did a nice thing. He put Cam on him instead of EJ so that the DJs doesn't pick up that third foul here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, Vance, 11 of the 12 points for Muskegon.
Great dive by EJ there.
EJ Ryans with the score, dribble penetrating, getting inside. He's got 7. Ryans brothers with 19 of the 27 points here for Northview. Almost a steal by Brady Swartz, lunging out, couldn't get it. 3 ball on the way by White, no good. Couldn't make him pay for the lunge. Wildcats come away with it. EJ over to Cam. Cam 3 ball on the way, no good. Heights come down with a rebound, and Jake Johnson's going to get called for the foul.
Fouls on the Wildcats, number 20, Jake Johnson.
Heights will have it. Have to go 94 feet with it. Second team foul for Northview in this second quarter. 6 minutes left in the half, 27-12. Come on back to the LVZ Financial. Thank you, Ryan Vanderswart. Halftime report. We'll have Coach David Channer right when we break away interview. Not the one you heard earlier, but the season interview on the pregame show that we did. Jamarian Taylor with a nice spin move inside, gets it to go. Cuts the lead to 13 by Northview. Cam Ryans dribble drives baseline, steps inside, collects himself, gets his footing all figured out, and finishes as he does so well in traffic.
Yeah, he's got such great body control that even when he's going real hard in there, he's able to kind of square himself up and get it up towards the basket.
Cam with 14. Ball's on the floor. We're going to get a tie up. Possession arrow looks like it's going Northview way. Northview will have it. Jake Johnson comes out of the ball game. Petibu back into the game. So far, 8 bodies have played for Northview. Get a timeout by Coach Stewart of Muskegon Heights. We're going to take a timeout. Cats lead it 29-14. Team IT. Call owners Brady or Sam at 616-591-3139 for all your computing needs. They specialize in business IT, consulting, and security, as well as managed IT solutions. Team IT. And we are back. 29-14. Cats lead it by 15 points, 5:23 left. As Wildcats will have the basketball. Your thoughts early on here, Kyle?
Yeah, you know, I think Northview's been playing great defense, but Coach Chano was just getting after him in the huddle there about playing even harder on defensive end. So
that's what he does.
And that's the way, you know, great defensive coaches and teams play. Is they're always want more, they always want better, they always want to make sure they're in their opponent's face the whole time, making it difficult every possession.
They've set school records the last 2 years. 2 years ago, they set a school record only allowing 47 points per game, and then last year, I believe it was 46 points per game. When you're only giving up 46 points per game, you're going to be in them all. Brady Swartz, 3-ball from the right baseline, finally gets it to go after his 3rd try from that same corner. Gets it to go, and the first 3 made for the Wildcats in this season goes to Brady Swartz. He's got 8 points. 5 minutes left in the half. Vance going to break down the defense. Van Proen, tough matchup for him. Sophomore having to deal with that quickness is Cartier Vance for the Tigers is a good player. He's quick.
He is a good player. He's quick. He's looking to get to the rim, and it's hard for everyone to stay in front of him, that's for sure.
Got some foul trouble on EJ, not necessarily guarding him the entire time, but in some double teams and things, he got some. First free throw is missed by Vance. His first miss at the free throw line. He's 2 for 3. He'll get another one, though. He's got 85% of the Heights' points. Misses both free throws. 32-14. Brady Swartz brings it across the timeline, gets it to the point guard, E.J. Ryans. E.J.'s going to let a 3 fly from Cam. No good. Cam with the offensive rebound. Nope, on the floor. Izzy's on the floor battling. Good to see from the freshman.
Ball possession arrow favors the Tigers.
Tied up, arrow towards the Tigers. So with 4:40 left, Muskegon Heights will have the basketball.
Yeah, even though that one's going to Muskegon Heights, that's great pursuit of the basketball on the offensive rebound by Izzy, and a couple, I think, number 2 was in there as well, and they all going after it.
Tigers with the basketball. Dribble it right over in front of me. Vance has it. Cam Ryan's going to check him now. He'll join the fun. Switched out. Now Van Pruen's got him as they get it over to the right wing. 3 ball on the way by Taylor. No good. Cam Ryan's with the rebound. Cam with the push. Gets it to Brady. Brady's going to let a 3 fly from the left wing. No good. Rebound by McKeel White for the Heights as they push it. Going to get a kicked ball. And so it'll be underneath the basket. The Tigers will have it. So they'll have a blob out of bounds play underneath their own hoop. 4:09 left in the first half. Box set. They'll pick straight up. They turn it over. Cam Ryan's with the steal. Cam in the open court. 3-on-2. He's going to get hammered going to the hole. He didn't think he touched him, did Kadir Vance. But Vance is going to get the foul.
I think that's going to be 3 on him.
It is his third.
And Muskegon Heights can't afford to have him on the bench for too long.
Best player by far for Muskegon Heights. Just picked up his third foul with 4 minutes left in this first half. Cam Ryan's leading scorer in the ball game. Misses the first free throw. He's got 14 points. Well over his average already. Last year averaged 12 points per game as a freshman. Leading scorer on the Wildcats, leading rebounder on the team as well last year. Hits every inch of the line, nice soft touch, gets it to go. Cam Ryan's with 15, Brady Swartz with 8, EJ Ryan's with 7, 30 of the Northview's 33 points. And Kadir Vance has 11 of the Heights' 14 points. Man defense, they get in a 1-3-1 set, does Muskegon Heights across the top. They're kind of confused on where to go. And staying in the game, Kadir Vance is in the ball game with 3 fouls. Coach says, you know what, we just can't take you out with those 3 fouls. Step back between the legs, shot over Brady Swartz. Baseline 15-footer, no good by Vance. Cam Ryan's with the rebound in the open court. Putting on a show with his handle. Swings it, EJ over to Brady. EJ Ryan's with the assist. Brady Swartz with his second 3-ball made. He's got 11 points. He's in double figures.
Yeah, Cam brought that one up and got double teamed. Found EJ, who did a nice job of getting it quickly over to Brady for the 3.
Cam with the hockey assist. And EJ with the basketball assist. Anthony Willis, nice look ahead, nice pass ahead by the freshman. And Brady Swartz is going to slam it home at the other end. What a nice find by Anthony Willis, the freshman. It's a mature find for his age. In traffic, he had to drop a dime over him. 3-ball, no good. Air ball by Leonard Gordon.
Yeah, he got the ball and got his head up quickly, and Brady was running the floor hard, and he got up off the floor a lot quicker than I was expecting and slammed it home. Beautiful play.
He's worked on his athleticism. They were talking about his dunking ability compared from last year as a sophomore to now as a junior.
Yeah, he certainly got up quick, and it looked pretty effortless too.
His freshman year, he played at Mona Shores. Willis' 3-ball, no good. And the Tigers have it. Vance quickly the other way, stops, pops from 8 feet in the open court, back irons it, no good. Cam Ryan's the other way, coast to coast, as he does quite often. 17 points for Cam Ryan's now, and Northview has blown this lead up to a 40-14 lead, 26-point lead here for the Wildcats. Jake Johnson ready to enter the game for Northview. 3-ball on the way by White, no good. EJ Ryan's with the score, gets it out to Cam. Cam's going to slam it home. Cam's got 19.
And that one, he got it up over the rim a little bit better than the first one.
That was definitely a slam. And nice assist, EJ, giving it up ahead. Cats getting up in the open court as the Heights aren't getting back. Three ball on their way from the right baseline. In and out, no good by Vance. And here comes the Cats in the open court. EJ going to get called for a double dribble. Looked like someone knocked it away, but going to get called for the double dribble. Cam Ryans with his 19 points will take a seat here for the rest of this first half, I'm guessing, with a minute 30 left. Jake Johnson will re-enter the ball game. He'll play with Anthony Willis, the freshman, out there, as well as another freshman, Hatibu. Coach getting some valuable minutes for these youngsters because they're going to be in some pressure-packed games starting next Saturday as Northview play Catholic Central. Will have that game for you. Rob Roloffs and myself will be on that call at Kelvin University. Some of the two top teams in the area, a couple of the top teams in the state going at it. Catholic Central, Northview, next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday. Almost a turnover, but they get it back. Nice floater inside by McKeel White. He's got 3 points. E.J. Ryan breaks down the defense. High floater, no good. Needed to use the backboard. He had the angle. Gets his offensive rebound, though. Left-handed putback. E.J. Ryans. He's got 9. He deserved that. Worked hard getting it back.
Absolutely did. Yeah, good offensive rebound. Good strong initial take, too. Just didn't get the little floater to go.
30 seconds left in the half. Cats lead at 44-16. Floater by Wallace. Hits every inch of the rim. Floats back out. Gets the offensive rebound. No good. Flying in there is Jamarian Taylor. Going to get called for the offensive goaltending. Looked like the other shot was going to go in. He came flying in out of nowhere. Got way above the rim. Tipped it. He thought it was an offensive goaltending, but it only matters what the official thinks, and he called it offensive basket interference.
Yep, I think you're right. I think that one was going down, and I think that was the correct call.
Cats will hold it for 1. E.J. Ryans gets it across the timeline. He's going to hold it. They start things up now with 7 seconds left. E.J. stops, 15-footer, duck through, a little 8-footer, no good. And that's going to do it here at the end of the first half. Northview Wildcats 44, Muskegon Heights Tigers 16. Right now we are going to have at this LVZ Financial, thank you Ryan Vanderswart for your sponsorship, halftime report. We're going to give you the Coach David Channa. Interviewed him, his preseason show that I did yesterday. Some of you might not have seen that, so we're going to play that for you right now. This is Coach Channa talking about this season. I'm here with head coach David Channa of the Northview Wildcats in his 5th season here at Northview already. And let's take a look at this year's team for you, Coach. You have 3 experienced players coming back, probable all-conference players, the Ryans brothers, and Brady Swartz coming back. Talk about those 3 core players for you.
Yeah, so with those 3 guys, we've got a ton of experience kind of built there just from, our season last year. Cam, he's a sophomore, but he's played in some pretty high-stress games, especially last year as a freshman. So, we're excited to see his growth and where he goes. As far as Brady, I think he's kind of made the biggest jump of all of our kids through the summer, just athletically scoring the basketball and, most importantly for us, the way he defends. And then I guess the head of the snake over here is EJ, who's been kind of a staple of our program for the past 3 years, now 4 years. So, you're always more comfortable when EJ's on the floor with really anything that we do. So, we're excited to bring those guys back. They bring a lot of experience, and they make it a little easier for us as coaches. And then we sprinkle in some younger guys around them too. So it's going to be an interesting year. We got a lot of teaching, a lot of room for growth, but I think we're all excited over here of the possibilities.
All right, after those 3 core players, you got a lot of young, inexperienced talent coming up. Who might get into that starting role? Who might be some of those 2 other players to get in that starting role for your 3 core players?
Well, right now we have Izzy Abitu, who is a freshman for us. He's a 6'4", athletic kid. He'll remind you a lot of Tyron Thomas is my best comparison for the guys that haven't seen him play yet. And then we have another sophomore. His name's Jack Vamporian. Big, strong kid. They'll be helping us out, and, especially on the interior.
All right, now lately, last few years, you haven't gone real deep into your bench. You kind of like to play 7, maybe 8 guys a game. Do you think this year that might change a little bit with all the new players, maybe getting more people, or do you think you're going to stay with that 7, 8 man rotation? And if so, who are going to be some of those key players coming off the bench for you?
Yeah, I think, a couple names to watch out for sure. Junior Jake Johnson, athletically, he's doing some really good things for us. And, he's starting to understand the speed of the game, things of that nature. Then we have another freshman, his name's Anthony Willis, who will be with us. He's more of a point guard and a scorer as well. So we're excited about his growth and to see them, what they can do this year. So, as far as how deep we go, I have no idea, Coach. We'll find out what happens.
That's up to the players, right?
Yeah,
how deep you go.
Exactly. Yes, I don't foresee many breaks for EJ Ryans this year, so there's that.
All right, this is going to be another gauntlet. You always schedule non-league showcase games and tournaments that have some of the top talent in the state and even out of the state. You've always believed in that, scheduling tough non-conference schedule. But let's talk about this gauntlet in the OK White this year. I think as deep as it's ever been with some quality state-rated teams at the top. I think, obviously defending 2-time champion Northview right up there, Grand Rapids Christian, as well as Byron Center is going to be really good this year. Talk about those couple teams.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to one of our coaches, Coach Anneman, and he mentioned yesterday, it feels like, like high school basketball in Michigan is back. Everybody's got dudes on their team. There's D1 guys everywhere, and especially in our league, before we even get into the other teams, being back-to-back conference champions puts a nice big target on your back. And, we can feel it. We walk into a gym, everybody wants a piece of Northview. And we're here for it. We're ready for it. That being said, in our league, we got Grand Rapids Christian, who returns their whole team pretty much from last year. We beat them twice. They've got Jalen Awenga, who's a Division I post player, and he is the real deal, and as good of a kid as there is. And on top of that, they have Nate Johnson, Division II player out there, and a bunch of really, really good, long, athletic wings to put around those guys. You go down the list, and then next up we got Byron Center, who has a Division I post player, and then 2 other highly athletic post players behind them. Same thing with them. They returned pretty much everybody from their cast last year. We know they want a piece of us as well. So let's keep going. Forest Hill Central. I think Forest Hill Central is going to be one of the better teams in the area. Not a lot of people are talking about them, but they return some really good kids. Obviously they just won the state championship in football, so give them a month or two, and I would say by the end of it, they're going to be a tough team to beat. So as I look at it, I think the OK White is one of the harder conferences in West Michigan, and I would argue in the state.
Yeah, and also in the White, you got some of those teams like you faced last year and got upset at your place by Lowell. There's sneaky teams like, a Lowell and East Grand Rapids. Greenville, I think, is going to be much better than what they have been in the past. And you got to bring it every single night, or you look up and you're going to be a couple points shy, like what happened last year.
Yep, that's exactly the truth right there. It's going to be an interesting year to see just kind of how things, play out for us as a program. I'm excited for it, though. I'd be lying to you if I said I'm not. It's always good to just every night you show up and you got ready to compete.
And when you talk about ready to compete early, you got a tough matchup against a Muskegon Heights team, and also the second game of the season, one of the better teams in the area, Catholic Central. Talk about a Division I prospect, someone going to Michigan, and Fat, and in the showcase at Kelvin, and so it starts early for you.
Yeah, it does. We got our first home game, Muskegon Heights, this Friday, and then we go play in a shot clock game against Grand Rapids Catholic, and then it just expands from there. We play Detroit Catholic, Ann Arbor Huron, who's got a high major kid. It's going to be a gauntlet of a season for us, but that's kind of what we built our program on, is just, hey, we're not running from anybody. We're here. We'll play the biggest, the baddest on any night, anywhere, and we're going to stick to that. That's just who we are.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time and good luck this season.
Thanks a ton, Coach. I did want to mention, too, I saw the passing of Coach Ken Clemens.
Yes.
He's been a long time, Northview basketball coach. And it's guys like him and you that have kind of paved the way for us. And I just wanted to say, our condolences here because I know that you were close with him as well. But that being said, too, we appreciate you guys. I think a lot of people don't know how much you actually do counsel me throughout the season and keep me from driving off a bridge at times. But we appreciate you, Coach, and we appreciate coaches like Ken Clemens that have made this much easier for guys like me to kind of excel here. So thank you for that.
Appreciate that, Coach. Well said. And we will see you on Friday.
All right, Coach. See you Friday.
Yep. Take care.
Yep. Bye.
Head coach David Chan of the Northview Wildcats as Northview leads at 44-16. Let's go through some individual scoring. First of all, for Muskegon Heights, and their 16 points, 11 of them, Cartier Vance. Got 11 points in that first half. Jamarian Taylor with 2, and McQueel White with 3. Robert Wallace missed 2 free throws, had a chance at getting some points, and that's the 16 points for Muskegon Heights. For the 44 points in the Northview Wildcats has Jack Van Proen with 3 points, Brady Swartz with 13, E.J. Ryans with 9, high point man for Northview, high point man for the ball game right now, Cam Ryans with 19 first half points. Cats led at 23-10 after the first quarter. They were up 13 after the one. And then at the half, Cats lead up 44-16. So they outscored them 19-10 in that second quarter. And Cats lead it by 28 as we start the second half here. Kyle, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, I think it's just a little overmatched here. Muskegon Heights is the defensive pressure from Northview is just a little too much for them to handle. Seems like they've only got one player that really can handle the ball well. And Northview's getting out and running. They're getting some opportunities in the open floor, and then when they're not, they're also getting some good looks too. They're 2 for 8 from 3, but other than the one that was blocked by Brady, they've all been good looks, caught in rhythm, and everything. So I expect those to go down in the second half and throughout the season.
All right, we've got about 30 seconds left till half here, so we'll be right back. Get a little sponsor love going right here. Garage Heating and Cooling. Garage Heating and Cooling. Call them at 616-647-0084 for all your heating and cooling needs. They're located just off West River Drive in Comstock Park. Ryan and Dave Jarash have owned this local company for over 40 years. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs. Cats lead it 44-16 over Muskegon Heights. A lot of people, remembering Muskegon Heights teams, back in the 80s and 90s had great basketball teams, and even before that. But in those mid-80s and early 90s, they were a team to be reckoned with, a Class B school back in the day. Now they only have about 175 students. It's an academy now, and a lot of those players seem like Muskegon Heights and Muskegon had good teams back in the day. Now a lot of them are at Muskegon and Muskegon-Mona Shores. So they're blowing the whistle, trying to get the Heights out of their huddle. As now they come out of their huddle. Northview will have the basketball to start this second half. Van Proen will take the ball out, gets to E.J. Ryans. Again, against this zone, hasn't bothered Northview too much as they have a lot more overall size than does Muskegon Heights. And they've been getting their way with people inside against this zone, where some teams that are bigger, sometimes they struggle inside against the zone D. Brady's going to do a long 3 to start, barely drew rim. Comes away with it. Cats working hard underneath. Cam Ryans comes away with a loose ball, and there he is. He's always around that basketball.
He is always around it. Just finds a way to get the ball and then takes it up strong with lots of control.
Scoops it off the floor and scores it in traffic, as he does so often. Izzy almost with the steal. As he jumps up and down, thought he got it clean, would have come down the other way. That would have been fun to watch with his breakaway dunk, see what would have happened. But the Tigers are going to have the basketball as Habitu with his 3rd personal foul. Ooh, almost picked up his 4th.
They sure did. I'm surprised they didn't call that. That was a little too physical there, while they're getting the ball in.
Freshman will be getting coached up at film here as he's all over the guys, denying as they do. As turns it over, Cam Ryans with the steal from the bad pass by Gordon. Cam gets it over to EJ. EJ 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Cam, his brother, with the rebound, up, gets hammered, hits the floor hard. He gets back up. Cam, for his hard work, be going to the free throw line.
Another offensive rebound. I don't know, we're not keeping track of that right now, but he's got to have at least 3 or 4.
He's got a bunch. Get those stats for you. Next ball game, we always break down what the team did in the game before, and yeah, he's going to have himself a double-double. Cam's free throw a little short on that one. He misses the throw. Cam with 21 points. .22 now for Cam. That may tie a career high for him. He played last year as a freshman. He's right around that career high mark. I know he's in the 20s a couple times last year. 3 ball on the way, no good by Bradford. Cats with the rebound, Brady with the push. Swartz gets it over to Cam. Cam's going to drive into the lane. He's going to get called for a travel. As he kind of, nice defense by the Heights. 4 people stepped in there trying to guard him, and he kind of shuffled his feet a little bit. Turnover for Cam. Coach says, who cares? Let's play on. 47-16, Wildcats in the lead. Shot is up, going to get a jump ball. Nice job, Cam Ryans and Van Pruin tying them up. Tigers will have the basketball underneath their own basket as the arrow was their way.
Yeah, that must have been a jump ball before Cam Ryans was on his back. So
they kind of fell on him, but they called the jump ball first, which Coach Stewart didn't like that. Going to get an offensive foul on Taylor for the Tigers, and the Cats will have it away from the basketball. EJ will walk the ball up. 6:30 left in this 3rd quarter. As the Wildcat student section still standing up the entire game over there in their gray sweats. We got a gray out. Always a theme for the Northview student section at the games. Cam faked the 3-point from the left baseline, drove but got cut off, kicks it over to Van Pruin, back to Cam. Cam drive baseline, gets inside, can't finish, but going to get fouled by Bradford. Marcus Bradford cut off that baseline as Cam went up for the reverse. Got the foul, and Cam will find himself back at the free throw line, which he's going to be there a lot this year.
Yeah, I don't know how many he's got already, but you're absolutely right. With the way he controls the body, the way he takes it to the rack, he's going to get to the line a lot.
It'll be his 9th free throw attempt in this ball game. Misses it.
And that was a great drive. It looked like he wasn't going to go to the reverse, planted his foot, kept his body controlled, and then went back up on the strong side there.
Izzy's going to come out of the ball game. The freshman Anthony Willis coming in for the freshman. As Cam misses both free throws, 6 of 10 from the line now Cam is. And the Heights come down with the rebound. Brady Swartz almost came down with that. Behind the back dribble, Vance gets it over the left wing. They're going to turn it over. Brady Swartz with the steal. He goes up high, misses the layup. Late call from trailing. I think they might call this after the shot. Brady, as he was coming down, got ran over and sent into the wall.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It looks like that's what they did. And Brady kind of lost control of the ball on his way up, or else I think he would have been able to lay that in.
Didn't have a breakaway. It was getting challenged. The 2 guys back, one was jumping, challenging it. Brady was way over him, kind of lost control of the ball. When he came down, the other person, when he came down, kind of ran into Brady as he was on the ground. And Northview will have their blob out of bounds play underneath their own basket. They get 2 people at the free throw line. And the other one's kind of spread out along the baseline. Don't get a good look, but they kick it back out. Van Pruin 3-ball up and in. Jack Van Pruin says the big man can shoot the free.
And I think they actually called him right on the line there, so they just gave him 2.
Oh, looked like a 3. Toe was on the line. Nice shot anyways. 5 points for the sophomore Jack Van Pruin. Nice muscling the ball up for the Tigers. Leonard Gordon with his first 2 points. First 2 points of the half for the Heights. E.J. Ryan's coast to coast misses it. Thought he got fouled. No call. Jack Van Pruin's going to get called for the foul on the offensive rebound. 49-18. Cats lead it by 31. Just over 5 minutes left. Izzy Habitu will be coming back into the ball game here. It's at the scores table. Next dead ball, he'll make it into the game. As just pounding the ball into the ground, Vance. The junior point guard stops, pops now from 17 feet, no good. Cam Ryans with the rebound. Cam on the push. Gets it up to brother EJ. Stops, pops from three-point land, no good. Cats not shooting too well from behind the arc. Gonna need to improve on that. Coast to coast the other way, offensive charge. There's Cam Ryans taking his second charge of the ball game as Jamarian Taylor runs him over. Nice job, Cam Ryans giving up the body in a 31-point lead. He's still taking charges.
Yep, absolutely, and he was planted at that spot for a good long while. I'm a little surprised the offensive player ran right into him.
Van Pruin out. Izzy back into the ball game. So 2 freshmen. Got Willis
in a 2-3 now rather than that 1-2-2.
Willis and Habitu, the 2 freshmen in the ball game, and the 2 Ryans brothers and Brady Swartz. Stop, pop, left, baseline. Looks at the coaching staff. Did you see that? A little stop and pop. And Muskegon Heights and Coach Stewart are going to call a timeout as the Cats have a big lead here. 51-18, 4:18 left. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. And we are back. Kyle Zimdar, Mike Diebold on the call. Kyle, Wildcats have some talent.
Yeah, they definitely do. Cam Ryans is, like I said earlier, he's kind of picking up where he left off last year. He's got real confidence in his game. That play right there was a great example where he took a good, strong pump fake, one dribble pull up, and nothing but net with that one.
Cats have outscored them 7-2 after they led by 28 at the half. They are now upped at 5 more points, lead by 33, 51-18.
It'll be interesting what Coach Shannon, how long he'll keep his regulars and starters in here. You know, since it's the first game, you want to give them some time here, but also want to get some of those guys that might not get a bunch of time, some game time early in the year.
They have a big ball game their next ball, even though non-league. Catholic Central, Northview going at it. That'll be a good one. As Vance misses a little 15-footer from the white right wing for the Tigers. Cats come away with it. Willis, 3, ball by Cam Ryans from the left corner. No good, just barely drew the rim. And away the other way, a little Euro step by Vance. Can't get it to go from 4 feet, but the Heights come away with the rebound. That shot up and no good by Buchanan. He gets a rebound, though, puts it back up, gets fouled by Izzy. Going to be his 4th foul, I believe. Habitu with 4. Jake Johnson will come in for Izzy.
And heard Coach Felix over here yelling at his players to get a body on the defensive rebound there, which they didn't do. They gave up a couple there.
Demarion Buchanan working hard, the junior. Got a couple offensive rebounds. Finally went to put one back, got fouled, goes to free throw line, misses the first free throw. Does Buchanan. Got the second one, but got a lane violation, so take it away. Heights was in the lane after the made free throw by Buchanan. but does not count on the lane violation.
Yeah.
51-18.
When points are hard to come by, you don't
Yeah,
want to make those mistakes.
Don't want to do that. Got my view blocked right here. Coach Channa and the official right in front of me.
Yep, great drive by EJ there. I can kind of see it, and he dropped it off to Jake Johnson. Almost finished it, but got fouled.
Jake Johnson, the junior, to the free throw line, looking for his first points as a varsity basketball player. Off the mark with the first free throw. Into the ball game for the first time this season. Jaden Van Stensel, a sophomore, into the ball game, replacing Cam Ryans. He'll leave with 24 points with 3:24 left. Jake Johnson stepped over the line as he shot. He can't go across until the ball hits the rim, and he was in a little soon. So counts as a missed free throw. So Jake couldn't get on the board. So we got some newcomers. Brady Swartz and E.J. Ryans are going to be out there with Jake Johnson, a junior, Van Stensel, a sophomore, and Anthony Willis, a freshman. See if the Heights can do something against the younger Northview squad here. And going to get his money worth right there. Jaden Van Stensel, the sophomore, is going to get a foul. As it was looking like Marcus Bradford is going to get an easy one, so he's going to make him earn it at the free throw line. They're going to say it was on the ground. Fourth team foul on Northview, so they'll take the ball out of bounds from here on out. Teams in the third quarter will be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll be shooting 2 right now because that's the 5th team foul. Another one on Van Stensel.
He's going to make sure he gets in the box score here.
So to the free throw line, Marcus Bradford will be shooting 2 with 3:04 left. All fouls will be 2 fouls here in the 2 shooting free throws for the rest of the 3 minutes.
It's a different speed when you go from the freshman to JV to a varsity. It's a completely different game, that's for sure. And so some of these youngsters will have to get used to that.
And it's completely different than when we went to school. Me way earlier than you, but you too. Not many freshmen played on the varsity. You had to be like really good to play on the varsity, and it just didn't happen back in the day.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And it was even almost rare to have sophomores up on the varsity back in that time too.
Yep. 2-3 zone. Wildcats going to break it. EJ breaks it down, gets into the lane. He's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws as the shot wouldn't go.
Yeah, just dribbled right into that gap and drew the contact, and he'll get 2.
It's going to be on Marcus Bradford, the foul. It's his 5th foul. If they got it right, Marcus Bradford, number 21, just fouled out with his 5th as he is coming out of the ball game. To the free throw line, E.J. Ryans. Four of 5 from the free throw line in this ball game. Has not scored in the second half. There he does. E.J. Ryans now with 10 points. 5 of 6. Check that, 6 of 7. Make that 7 of 8 for E.J. He's got 11. He's coming out of the ball game. Could hear Coach Felix saying he's going to miss on purpose so he doesn't have to come out. I think E.J. wants his free throw stats up there.
Yeah, never miss a free throw unless it's late in the game and a game time situation where you need to do that.
So Cam Ryan's back in. Brady Swartz for the Wildcats. Anthony Willis. Jake Johnson in there as well as the sophomore Jaden Van Stensel. Going to get a hold on Northview. Coach is going to be talking to him a lot now about playing defense without fouling.
Yeah, Coach Channa, even though this game's pretty much in the bag is going to have lots of things to go over with them when they get to the film and in practice next week.
Absolutely. Jake Johnson with that foul, his second to the free throw line for the Tigers. Is Leonard Gordon. He misses the first free throw. Tigers have missed a lot of free throws in this ball game. In fact, terrible free throw shooting for them, just to be blunt.
Yep.
They've only made 3 free throws, and they've shot about 12. Does make the second one. Talked him into that one. Third point by Leonard Gordon. 53-19, 2:30 left in this third quarter. Willis gets it up top to Ryans. Nice inside. Van Stensel shot up, had to maneuver the ball around so it didn't get blocked, kind of double pumped it, almost got it to go, but the Tigers come away with the rebound. Gordon with the basketball. He's going to almost turn it over. Gets it inside to Jake Rogers for his first points. Just got into the ball game and he scores. Drive is no good in there by Brady Swartz. A lot of contact, no call. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Northview's basketball underneath.
Yeah, I agree. Good strong drive. A lot of contact there that didn't get a whistle.
Northview does their 1-4 real low, gets it inside. Brady Swartz, nice no-look pass by Anthony Willis to start things off here. And Swartz is going to get the bucket, and he's fouled. Brady with 15 with his free throw, trying to make 16 points here, and Hatibu and his 4 fouls will be coming back into the ball game. Coming out, the sophomore Jaden Van Stensel. Brady, good free throw shooter for the Wildcats. Knocks down the free throw. He's got 16 points. Second leading scorer in this ball game, next to Cam Ryans with 24. Shot is up by Wallace, no good. Anthony Willis tried to block his shot, got a lot of wrist on it. And going to the free throw line, Robert Wallace, the junior for the Tigers. 0 of 2 at the line already in this ball game.
Yeah, good defense by Willis. Just kind of came down when he was trying to block instead of just keeping that arm straight up.
In and out. Wallace, his third missed free throw in this game. Cats lead it by 35 with 1:46 left in the third quarter. Missed him again. Brady Swartz, baseline drive, nice find to the rolling to the basket. Van Pruin goes up, misses the shot. Gets his offensive rebound, goes to put it back up. He gets hammered. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, great cut by Jack, and a good find by Brady.
Jack Van Proyen.
I got to get that right.
I know. Sophomore, played on the football team as a tight end and played some linebacker too. Good young athlete here for the Wildcats. Knocks down the free throw. He's got 6 points.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 1, Jamarian Taylor.
Nick Smith, the public address announcer here, calling him Van Proyen. Misses the second free throw. Does Jack. And the Heights have the basketball. Going against the man defense that Northview's been playing all game long. Minute 20. Heights crowd, which is a good crowd in back, was still into the ball game, cheering the Tigers on. So you got kind of the weave going up top. Now they take it to the basket, missed by Taylor. Tip offensive rebound, no good, and can't control it. The Wildcats can't. Goes underneath the basket, and Tigers will have it underneath their own hoop.
They're getting a little sloppy with not being able to box out right here and relying on their athleticism. You got to make sure you do the fundamentals too.
Inbounds pass almost stolen, but it is by the Wildcats. Habitu comes over it, looks ahead, gets it to Cam Ryans, who scores it. Got smacked in the head a little bit, no call. And Cam Ryans, that's got to be a career high for him, 26. I remember him getting in the 20s maybe 2 times last year. I don't think he's had 26 before. Career high for Cam Ryans. Foul on Northview.
Fouls on Wildcats number 3.
Brady Swartz going to get called with that foul. His second. Team's fifth.
Shooting 2 is number 5, Robert Wallace.
To the free throw line, Robert Wallace, where he's 0 for 4 at the line. We get a lane violation. So Wallace will not be shooting 2. He'll now be shooting 1. First one doesn't count. Lane violation by Jamarian Taylor. It's a couple times they've done that now. Not paying attention are the Tigers at the free throw line. So he'll have 1 free throw, knocks it down. Does Wallace, gets his first point of the ball game. Nice push by Willis, gets it over to Swartz with the open 3, no good. Habitu with the rebound, no good. Official was going to call a foul, didn't. Kind of swallowed his whistle right there. 3 ball by Willis. Habitu with the assist. And Willis with his first points as a Wildcat, and it's a 3 ball. 62-22, nice reverse layup. Leonard Gordon, 5 points, got an official timeout. Not exactly sure.
I think Cam got kind of shoulder to the face on that screen, so the ref was just making sure he was okay.
Got a running clock, I think was what all this is about now. Was up 40 before that bucket was scored, so it's a running clock. So that's the end of 3. Northview leads it 62-24, and I believe this fourth quarter will be a running clock as the Cats are up 38, and once you hit 40 in the second half, you have a running clock until it gets down to, I believe, 20 or under 20. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Cats lead at 62-24. LVC Financial. Call former Northview grad Ryan Vanderswart and his team at LVZ Financial at 616-394-4994 for all your financial planning needs. LVZ has a hometown atmosphere with the horsepower of a larger firm. Call Ryan for his 25 years of experience or his team today for all your financial planning needs at 616-394-4994. And thank you for your support of Northview Athletics. And we are back here at Northview High School. A good debut for the Wildcats as they lead it big, 62-24, with 8 minutes left in the ball game, and we're going to be having a running clock here. So this final quarter will go quick, and I'm sure the Cats and Coach Chan will be getting some new faces into the ball game shortly here as the Ryans brothers still on the basketball court right now. E.J. Ryans has it, gets it over to Van Proyen. Top, E.J. Against the 2-3 zone, they're just kind of pulling it out. Now they'll attack this zone, work on it, because they're going to see a lot of zone, I have a feeling, this year, the Wildcats are. Van Proyen, no good. Offensive rebound in there. Habitu, Izzy, with the offensive putback, got fouled, so he'll be going to free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good little high-low action there. I think it was Cam that got it into Van Proyen, and he looked down low, wasn't there, and so he took it himself.
Izzy looking for his first points here. Freshman misses the free throw. See if he can knock this next one down. Anthony Willis coming out of the ball game. Into the ball game is going to be Jaden Van Stensel. As we got some subs, people just walking onto the floor. Got to tell. As Alex Armstrong eager to get into the ball game. Now he gets back in, checked in. Alex into the ball game. Also, Elliot Bouchan.
Number 10, Alex Armstrong.
Cam Ryan's, EJ Ryan's out of the ball game. Smart move. Don't want to get him injured in a meaningless last 6 minutes. So a lot of playing time here, even though it's a running clock for these new people into the ball game. Also into the ball game for Northview, Brady Becker. Missed free throw by Izzy. Izzy not able to get his first points here for Northview. Shot is blocked by Elliot Bouchan, I was told, is the pronunciation. Mason Good, the junior, in for Northview right now. So Mason Good, Brady Becker on the floor for the Wildcats, as Robertson has it for the Heights. Dribble drive, put his head down, just took it to the hoop, was Jamarian Taylor. Brady Becker with that foul, the junior for Northview. 62-24, clock is running, 5:15 left. Could be a quick fourth quarter. Free throw is in and out by Taylor.
It's going to be good for some of these players to get some time, and I'm sure Coach Chan is going to keep coaching the way he always has. It's a sign of a good program when the coach keeps coaching regardless of the score.
Taylor misses them both for the Tigers. Wildcats come away with it. Bouchan with the shot from top of the key, puts up a three. Couldn't get it to go.
Catch and shoot, I like it.
Tigers come away with the rebound. Wasn't shy about putting that one up. He was open. Shot is no good by Gordon. Going to get an offensive rebound, though, as the Cats did not box out. Should have secured that rebound, did the Cats, but working hard over there as Leonard Gordon is going to get rewarded for that offensive rebound. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. 62-24 if you're just joining us. Northview, all Northview, as they got up big early. As after it was 23-10 after the first quarter, 44-16 at the half, 62-24 at the end of three. Missed both free throws, did Gordon. Then he's going to foul over the back as he came in trying to get his missed free throw. Into the ball game for Muskegon Heights, new player, Tayshawn Robertson. Jaquise Rogers also in there. Demarion Buchanan for the Tigers. 3:30 left in the ball game. Come on back after this one's over to the Tool Construction post-game show. Thank you, Greg and Darcy, for your sponsorship. Ball's turned over by Van Stensel. Throws it into the coaches, Northview coaches. Just over 3 minutes left in the ball game. We'll take a quick commercial break, tally up the scores and the scoring, and we'll come back. We may have some interviews. A lot of time coach will send some players over to be interviewed, being the first game of the season and a blowout like this. Don't know who he might send over. As a missed shot, then returns it, and there's a bucket. Demarion Buchanan finally gets one to go for the Tigers. And he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. Elliot Bouchan, his second. Check that first foul he's got up on the board. Free throw is up and good by Buchanan. He's got 3 points on the ball game. And Van Stensel will bring the ball up for the Wildcats. Kicks it over to Armstrong. Armstrong couldn't quite handle it, turns it over, and going the other way is Vance. He misses the layup. Reverse, used his dominant hand on the left side of the board. Into the ball game, Julian Charity, the sophomore for Northview, as well as Tyrus Thomas, brother of Tyron Thomas. He's a sophomore. Coming out of the ball game, Mason Good. Check that Mason Good is still on the floor. Don't check that. On the floor is Jaden Van Stensel still. Turned the ball over. Coming away with it, Tyrus Thomas for the Wildcats. Plays on the JV tee. They can get some quarters up here. Nice feed ahead.
Good job running the floor there and got the easy bucket.
Buchan gets it to go. His first 2 points as a varsity basketball player. So a couple of these JV players are playing in this ball game. Julian Charity, I believe the sophomore, is going to get that foul as Cartier Vance scores it on a quick drive. 64-29, minute 5 left in the ball game. And that free throw is back iron, no good for Kadir Vance. Wildcats come away with it. Charity has the ball. Armstrong lets a 3 fly. Back iron, no good. Crowd was ready to erupt. Van Stensel with an offensive rebound. Put back, no good. And it goes off his foot out of bounds. And the Tigers will have it.
Good look. This group's still looking to push it up the floor, which is what Coach Shannon wants them to do, and they got a good look out of it.
Alex Armstrong would have brought the house down right there. Just back irons it. That would have gone down. The student section would have erupted. 30 seconds left in this ball game. Tigers have it. Taylor, turnaround jumper, gets it to go from the right baseline. He's got 4 points on the ball game. 16 seconds left. Van Stensel's going to get past the double team. Someone should have an open shot. Here's Armstrong, kicks it over. Almost a travel by Bouchan. Shot is up and in. Van Stensel gets his first 2 points. And the last shot of the ball game is no good. And Northview will win it 66-31. A big 35-point win by the Wildcats. Come on back to the Tool Construction post-game show. We'll have the tallies for you and possibly some player interviews. We'll be right back. Cats win it 66-31. Team IT. Call owners Brady or Sam at 616-591-3139 for all your computing needs. They specialize in business IT, consulting and security, as well as managed IT solutions. Team IT. For all your home improvement services, check out Northview grads Greg and Darcy Tool at toolconstruction.com or their Tool Construction Facebook page. You can call them at 616-443-2284. Greg is a licensed and insured builder and has owned the business for 15 years. Call them today for a free estimate. Check out New Beginnings Restaurant, located at 5200 Northland Drive. Dine in or call for takeout at 616-988-9650. Great food at a great price. Open daily 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. New Beginnings Restaurant. And we are back here at Northview High School where the Cats win it 66-31. Check out the individual scoring. First of all, for now, the 0-2 Muskegon Heights Tigers. Kadir Vance was the leading scorer for Muskegon Heights. He had 13 points. Jamarian Taylor with 4. McQuail White with 3. Leonard Gordon with 5. Jaquise Rogers with 2. Robert Wallace with 1. And Demarion Buchanan with 3. High point man again, Kadir Vance, for the Muskegon Heights Tigers with 13. For the victorious Northview Wildcats, as they got up on them 23-10 after 1. At half it was 44-16 Northview. After 3 it was 62-24. And it finished 66-31, a 35-point win by the Wildcats. Jaden Van Stensel with 2 points. Elliot Bouchan with 2 points. Jake Johnson had a couple missed free throws. Izzy Hatibu had a couple missed free throws. E.J. Ryans with 11 points. Jack Van Proyen with 6 points. Brady Swartz with 16. Anthony Willis, the freshman, with 3. High point man for the Wildcats, high point man for the ball game. Cam Ryans, I believe, a career high 26 points. Your thoughts on this ball game?
Yeah, I think, it was over pretty early, and I think a lot of that had to do with Northview's defense, just putting constant pressure on the ball handlers, not allowing them to get in the lane, and that also led to some easy baskets. And it's, Cam played just a terrific game. Like I said earlier, just kind of where he left off last season, seemed to be a real control of everything, and just a great performance by him and the rest of the team.
All right, we are joined here with head coach David Chana of the Wildcats. Coach, you never know what to expect on those first games. Your quick thoughts on this huge home opener. Guys handled your business.
That's a good. No, we didn't.
He's never happy.
No,
never happy.
We have so much room. Yeah, we need to get better fast. That's my takeaway.
Up by 50, and he's still coaching away. That's what makes you good, though.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, okay, we know the three-headed monster, the Cam Ryans and the E.J. Ryans and the Brady Swartz. Let's talk about some of these newcomers that had to play some minutes here early. Your thoughts on some of those players that maybe Northview hasn't seen yet?
Well, I'm happy we had this game. They got their feet wet because we have a really big one coming up next week. And we've, Jack and Izzy and Anthony and Jake, they've had some good minutes there and got to experience it. And more importantly, they're going to see why we do what we do and the improvements that have to happen and have to happen fast. And I think it's true for our entire team right now is, just in hindsight, I really don't care about the score. We've got some work to do defensively if we're going to compete with the teams that are in front of us.
So let's break it down. What's one thing that sticks out to your mind defensively that you weren't maybe real happy with, that you think that we're better than that, we can do things better?
Just there was first our on-ball defense. We're letting guys get straight line drives, not changing directions. Just some gambling plays where we tried to go and hit home runs, and I get it. Kids are kids and they want to dunk it and do all that fun stuff, but that's not what wins you championship games, and that's our mission here. So I think just being more solid defensively all the way around, and really cranking up our communication. I think we had lapses there where we kind of got quiet, and you get quiet, and that's when you get hit with a back screen or a ball screen you don't see coming. And it's good. It's good to be here because we have a lot of room to grow, and I like our guys. I think we're very capable of it, but, there's a long road ahead of us.
You'll find out a lot more about this squad next Saturday. A very tough, early season game.
Yeah.
You're just quick thoughts at at this game coming up that you're going to have to play well, and they're going to have to do the same in front of a bit, at Kelvin University. It'll be fun for the kids to play. But your quick thoughts about that game coming up?
Transition defense has got to be great, with Fats and Carter Meerman. We started our scout for them 2 months ago, and it's they're as good as it gets. Fat going to Michigan, extremely good getting downhill in transition. Carter can shoot the blood out of it. He's going to Ferris State, and then they got a bunch of dudes around them like us too that they can play and they can fill it up on any night. And they try to get up and down the way we do, and they're just as good as we are, and we got our work cut out for us for sure. So I'm happy we have a week to get ready.
Now I know you guys, it's totally different, but you guys played in the summertime against each other, and a lot of these people played against each other in the summer. You guys played each other, right?
We didn't play Catholic Central.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
we
thought
played.
You did.
No, we played a bunch of other schools.
Oh, okay. I thought you played CC.
Yeah. We haven't played them in the summertime. We had a lot of guys. There was a lot of pickup games and stuff with the college guys around here, so they're very familiar. They've been playing with each other their whole lives, so it'll be a fun one.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for stopping by, and it's a good win, man. It's a good win.
You want me to send a couple of our guys over here?
Sure,
All right,
can.
I'll send over EJ and Anthony, so you get a new face to talk to.
Sounds good.
Yes. All
right. So he's going to be sending over Anthony and EJ Ryans will be getting sent over. So we have right now, yeah, just got to flip it around. There you go. And then get that mic right up close to your lips there so everybody can hear you. So we'll go EJ Ryans first here. EJ, senior year. Nice game for you guys. Talk about how you think went.
I think it went good. We had a lot of things go well, especially, a lot of guys' first game out here, Anthony over here, Izzy, Jack, a lot of nerves. I think we definitely held it well, getting our nerves out the way.
Anthony Willis, the freshman here at Northview. You can probably count on one hand how many people as freshmen played, just standing right next to one. But definitely two hands in the history of Northview. Freshmen don't see the floor early on like this, like you do. Your thoughts on your first varsity basketball game? How do you think you did?
I think I did pretty good, but I feel like I could have been a lot more aggressive on the defensive end, but I feel like I still brought it together.
All right, let's say a lot of Northview fans don't know anything about you yet. How would you describe yourself? Let's go offensively. What strengths do you think you have offensively that you're able to have the coach's confidence to come out here as a freshman and play a lot of minutes?
I feel like one thing I do good offensively is being able to get the ball up court very fastly and seeing the floor pretty good. That's one thing I feel like I'm good at.
And then defensively, I'm sure you learned probably the first 5 minutes of practice that defense is important under Coach Channon. Did you get that figured out early?
Yeah, I learned it the hard way.
I want to hear the story. How'd you hear? What, did he throw you out of practice, the first practice, or what?
Almost did.
Come on, expound on it. Anything?
One little mistake, it was just a lot of – they just wanted me to get to learn the stuff though. So
get used to it. It's nothing personal. Just get used to it though. He takes the defense very seriously, right, EJ?
Yeah.
So let's talk about your role on the team this year. We talked about it in your interview the other day, but your role is going to expand this year to scoring. And you scored. What'd you have? 16? No, let me get my facts straight here. You had 11 points here in this ballgame. Could have obviously scored a lot more, but talk about your new expanded role, how you're going to do things.
I think my new role here is definitely to score more. I missed a couple threes, so, I'll get that straight in the gym. But I definitely think, being a bigger leader, especially we got a lot of younger guys, getting Cam and Brady involved quickly, the same as I always do. And then, just being more aggressive this year, that's all I got to do if we want to win. Definitely trying to do that more here, and I definitely was. I got to the line a couple times this game, just being aggressive, getting downhill.
And you shot them well. You shot free throws well. So, big game next Saturday, Catholic Central. You guys know all about Catholic Central. It's going to be at Calvin University, playing in a college campus. It's going to be an exciting atmosphere. You're the last game, the highlight game of the showcase all season long. So, your thoughts on this upcoming game against Catholic Central? It's got to be a lot of fun for you. Your senior year going against the players going to be playing at University of Michigan.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I definitely think that's going to be a packed gym, loud atmosphere. I know Northview is going to come out there, show out. I definitely think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a tough test, but I think we're up for it.
Anthony, did you happen to watch Northview last year when they played at this tournament at Calvin College last year when they played?
No.
You didn't get a chance to see it? What are your thoughts about this big game going out there and play? Have you ever played in a college university setting before?
Not at all, but I feel like with my teammates and stuff helping me, I'll be ready for it.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Go ahead and celebrate with your teammates. And nice win.
Appreciate you.
As that was Anthony Willis, the freshman, and the senior, E.J. Ryans. You'll be hearing a lot about E.J. Ryans this year, and you're going to hear a lot about Anthony Willis in the years to come. So final thoughts on this ball game here, Kyle, and I really do appreciate. We'll do some more together if it fits your busy schedule as president of your company there, Frames Unlimited. You can't often make some of these, but when you can make them, we're going to have you aboard because I enjoy working with you.
Thanks. I appreciate you asking me, and it's fun to be a part of for sure. And as Coach Channon came over there, I was talking about their defense. He obviously said he wasn't pleased with it, as I said that it looked good. He certainly had some points. They did do some gambling along the way, but they had some stuff on the back end that made up for that. But against better teams, you're not going to be able to do that. So again, they didn't shoot well from the three. They were 3 for 16 is what I have. But I don't recall, other than the one that Brady got blocked, there was a bad shot in there. So
Right.
I think some
I
of those are
agree.
going to fall. A lot of them were in and out just off the back iron. So those will need to fall against some of the better teams too. But if Cam and EJ can keep getting in the lane like they do and drawing defenders, they're going to get open threes for sure.
And I know, having doing this with Ken Clemens, I was his color analyst, and I know in games that are blowouts, it becomes difficult for a color analyst to kind of describe what's going on out there, because some of it you don't want to describe.
Sure.
But we'll have some close ones for you here that you can help me out with, and it'll be a whole different atmosphere for you. But I do appreciate you stopping by and doing this.
Yeah, happy to do it. And you mentioned Mr. Clemens, and I know Coach Chan had talked about him in the interview and stuff. And I'm sorry to hear his passing. I know he's a good friend of yours.
Yes.
He was the assistant principal here when I went to school. I was a pretty good kid, but the few times I did get in trouble, it was always nice to have him there, the one I'm talking to, and he was usually fairly easy on me. So my condolences to the family, and my thoughts are with them, and a loss for the community. It shows what kind of community Northview is, that so many people have those memories and care so much about the administrators and the coaching that has been gone from the school for a while, but still a part of the community.
All right. Well said, Kyle. I appreciate your words and appreciate you, and we'll do it again soon.
Look forward to it.
That was Kyle Zimdar, former point guard for me back in the 90s. With the win, Northview goes to 1-0. Muskegon Heights goes to 0-2. The Heights' next game is Monday at Kalamazoo Phoenix. And I'd like to thank Northview AD Pat Marsman for his help accommodating this broadcast. Our next broadcast will be next Saturday at Kelvin University versus Catholic Central. Rob Roloffs will be my guest analyst for that game. Should be a great one. Two of the best Grand Rapids area teams going at it. Pre-game show airs at 7 p.m. Look for the link on the Northview Wildcats broadcast Facebook page and on my Twitter feed at Mike Diebold 5. So from Northview High School, this is Mike Diebold along with Kyle Zimdar. We thank you for listening to Northview Basketball on the Northview Wildcat Broadcast YouTube channel. Once again, the final score here tonight, Northview 66, Muskegon Heights 31. For everyone listening in tonight, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great evening, stay safe and healthy, and we will see you next Saturday. So long, everybody, and as always, go Wildcats.